friends and colleagues, you may know that I work for Homesteaders Life Now, which is a funeral company, and when Owen said that we were here to celebrate those who had passed, I was wondering, oh no, is this another funeral event? But no, passed the CFA, good job. So, this is an important night for me. It's not only my 25-year anniversary of having a CFA, it is my 25th year anniversary today of being married to my husband, John Davidson. Those of you who know John know he's a little bit tight, and when I said I had this speaking engagement on our anniversary, he said, great, free dinner. So here we are. And thank you, John, for giving me that joke. Okay, so we're here to talk about how we are better together, and we're also here to talk about our intelligence. We are a pretty smart group, aren't we? We're accomplished, we're professionals, and we're pretty smart. But how smart are we as a nation? Well, about 25% of Americans don't know that the Earth revolves around the sun rather than vice versa. You might know that. Also, Oklahoma State Agriculture Economics Department did a study, and they found that 80% of Americans would support mandatory labels on food containing DNA. Basically anything that grows, right? And furthermore, less than 1% of Earth's inhabitants know how to present value a series of cash flows. So, you guys can feel very good. I'm sure that you feel pretty smart. But individually, we're pretty stupid. As individuals, we don't retain a lot of knowledge. And if you're all feeling smart right now, just think about how hard it is to do something like change the filter on your lawnmower without first consulting a YouTube video, or making a recipe without consulting a cookbook. We don't retain a lot of knowledge. The average person overstates their intelligence and understanding. And the reason that is that we conflate other people's knowledge with our own. So we think if you know it, I probably know it, or if I can get to it, I probably know it. And so we think we're actually capable of and more knowledgeable than we are. This is because our minds are designed to treat information that resides in the external environment as continuous with the information that resides in our brains. And if you think about this, we're not very good at retaining, but we're very good at accessing information. We can get it from the guy in the corner who has a lot of experience, or from the internet, or from the legal department, or from the CFA Society. And the good news is that if we are as smart as everything and everyone that we have access to, then as a group, we can do things like build the internet, clone animals, run cities, send a rocket to space. If we can access that information, we're pretty smart. Now, where did I come up with this? Well, I've been reading. I'm on the board of Vipers, and you meet all kinds of interesting people there. And one of the guys I met was Gordon Clark, and he's a professor of neuroscience at Oxford University. And he said, Lisa, if you like to read and you're interested in the brain, you really need to read this book called The Knowledge Illusion by Stephen Sloman and Philip Fernbach. And they are also cognitive neuroscientists. So I read this book, and I'm fascinated. And it was all about how individually we are not very smart, but as a group we are. And one of the quotes that was in the book was, true genius can be found in the ways we create intelligence using the community around us. And again, think about the fact that we are not like computers. We do not have great storage of information. You probably can't name all the capitals in the world. You probably can't recite all of the formulas, even from algebra. we just don't retain that much information. But we are able to have good random access memory and get that information from sources and know where that source is and really use that information to build something bigger than what our brain could do on its own. So my message to you tonight as a CFA Society member, and I'm very proud of my membership in this group, you guys are a group of awesome intellectuals, is to be a friend and to rely on a friend. This CFA Society is one of the best resources any of you have. You need to give and take from the society. You need to lend your expertise when needed, but you don't need to reinvent the wheel if someone else already has the expertise. So in conclusion, I used to think I was pretty smart. Now that I have 25 years of work experience, I realize that I'm not that smart, but I know people who are. And that's our real key to success. So I want to leave you with one final quote. The value of a leader is proportional to their ability to use the community to find solutions. You are as smart as the people that you surround yourself with, the books that you read, any access that you have to information. So utilize that and don't go and do some good. And that's my conclusion, but I want to also put in a plug that we have something coming up in the next month. On November 30th, we have the inaugural event for Insurance Women in Investments. It's going to be held at Principal in the afternoon with cookies, and then you can leave early and go shopping. We have Diane Norden, who is a board member from many different organizations, including that of the Principal Financial Group Board, and she will be speaking on the importance of diversity in boards and women in investments. So I would urge you, female or male, you may come to that, and there is going to be a link to that on our CFA website. So thank you so much.